guess I would have been about 31. My dad said, we've got a lovely crop of Kingston Blacks in the old orchard. Why don't we make some cider? We've always had a traditional orchard, which my grandfather planted in the 30s. My dad put more in the 60s, I put more in the 80s. And it was a non-contract orchard, which means you just have to hope somebody will buy the apples off you. And then this one year we decided we would use the rest of the apples we couldn't sell to make our own cider. I'd read somewhere years ago that every farm in the area, their social life revolved around the cider house or the cider cellar. And what we really did was try to recreate it so people could come, try the ciders, have a couple of glasses even. We weren't allowed to sell it to them anyway because our licence was an off licence, so people would just try it and have a couple of glasses and then buy some to take away. We have an open policy, so a lot of people come and work with us who want to learn about cider and make cider. And we hope that by living with us for a few weeks that they get what we're trying to do. It was a good way of meeting people, both locals and people from abroad or just tourists. And I've met so many people just because it was a social place. Brian, my landlord at the pub, phoned me and said, would you be interested in taking the pub because the existing landlord's giving up? And I thought, great, we'll take on the pub and move the shop to the side of the main road. And we also have this policy of supplying breweries and people sometimes with other people's ciders besides our own, because we can give them, say, 6 different ciders from 6 different makers, so it's a bit like a cooperative. And what I've found over years of helping people is I've learnt lots of things from them too. So it is a two-way process. It isn't just them learning off me. You always learn off other people if you're interested enough to talk to them. We have rescued 1 or 2 varieties which were seedling trees in hedges and things like that. And so we don't really know what they're called. We've just called them Broom Farm Blend. I've called one Albert's Hedgerow Tree because my son helped me when he was about 3. You can see from what I do with the cider, it's more about a way of life than it is about a business. I enjoy people, I love meeting people, so it's given me a fantastic 30 years. This one's we call Old Orchard because in the Old Orchard we have all sorts of varieties, and this time of year, in fact, it's what we were making today. We would put all the windfalls that are around in together. I've got one here which is Kingston Black, so it's a single variety, but what I like to do is bottle condition these drinks, and you can see there's a sediment in the bottom, and it's totally natural, but we've just added enough sugar for it to ferment. I think cider's a really important part of Herefordshire. I mean, it's obvious we have more orchards here than any other county, and we make more cider thanks to Bournemouth's large and in Westerns. But also throughout history, Herefordshire has been where the quality cider came from. So I think it's really important to remember that. But yeah, Herefordshire should be proud of it, really.